Hello students, today we discuss on different biogeographic zones of India or regions of India and patterns of biodiversity. What is biogeographic zones? The geographical distribution and the differences of all the living things worldwide. Simply, the biogeographic zones are geographical area that are defined based on the species found in them, which provides invaluable information to ecologists and natural resources managers for understanding large-scale processes that affect species and ecosystem. As per the international biomes, there are different types of classification given on the basis of climate, flora, fauna and the soil conditions. The biogeographical zones shows a different characteristics. So which one are the characteristics? The first one, they should be founded upon great geographic division. That means all the distribution is varied with respect to their full flora and the fauna one. Then they should be rich in the majority of living taxa. All the living things they are differentiate into the different group, that means living taxa one. Then the presence or the absence of peculiar species, their genera or families should make them a unique characteristics in a different biogeographical regions or zones one. Now, in a worldwide, there are the one of the well-known biogeographic zones are nothing but India one, because India being a vast country and it shows a great diversity in climate, topography and also in geology one. Hence, India is very rich in the terms of biological diversity one. So, on the basis of the India's biological diversity is one of the most significant in the world, since India has only 2% of the total landmass of the world, containing about 6% of world's known wildlife. The 10 different biogeographical zones are differentiated with their 26 biotic province one. So which one are the different zones? The first one are nothing but Trans Himalayas, second Himalayas, then desert, then semi-arid, Western Ghat, Deccan Peninsula, Gangetic Plains, coast, northeast, and last one islands, those will be Andaman and Nicobar one. And these biogeographic zones they given as to the different province with their biotic components one. Now the different biogeographical zones, those they will be given. The first, the Trans Himalayan zone, an extension of the Tibetan plateau, high altitude cold desert in Ladakh. Those they will be comprising it's about 5.7% of country's landmass one, and the mountain of this region have the richest wild sheep and goat, as well as also different fauna, in which majorly they are consisting chiru, black rock crane, goat and the wild sheep one. Then second biogeographical zone are nothing but the Himalayas one. the entire Himalayas mountain chain running from northwestern to the northeastern India, and they comprises about 7.2% of the country's landmass one. And the Himalayas zone, they are also consisting of a same or the common fauna, and those they will be given wild sheep, mountain goat, snow leopard, panda, and many of which are the endangered species one. Then next one, the zone are nothing but the Indian desert. The Indian desert is extremely arid zone or the area, and those will be ranges from Aravalli Hill, and they consisting the majorly both salty deserts of Gujarat and also the sand desert of Rajasthan one, and it consists about 6.9% of the total country's landmass or the area one. It is also the habitats for the Indian bustard, camel, fox, snake, and they also consisting many of which the endangered species one. Then the fourth one zone, the semi-arid zone. The semi-arid zone is located in between the desert, Deccan plateaus, and those will be including Aravalli Hill range covering about 15.6% of the total country's landmass. And the fauna in semi-arid zones, those they will be a nilgai, black buck, four-horned antelopes, sambar, spotted deer, which are herbivores along with predators like Asiatic lion, tiger, leopard, and the jackal one. Then the fifth one, biogeographical zone, are nothing but the Western Ghat. The Western Ghat are the mountain ranges along the west coast of India, and this Western Ghat is extended up to about 1500 kilometers in South Gujarat to the southernmost tip or the last point of Kerala one. And in this Western Ghat zone, the given as to the annual rainfall is about 2000 millimeter in a year one. So on the basis of the given the largest endemic zone, and they consist of the Nilgiri Thar, Nilgiri Langur, tiger, leopard, and Indian elephant. In this Western Ghat, the Tamil Nadu consists the one of the state animal are nothing but Nilgiri Thar one. Then after the Western Ghat one, the next biogeographical zone, the Deccan Peninsula one. This Deccan Peninsula, the covers much of the southern and south central plateaus with the predominantly deciduous vegetations, and this Deccan Peninsula acquired about 4.3% of the total country's landmass one. And Deccan Peninsula is known for the deciduous forest as well as also the semi-evergreen forest one. And in this Deccan Peninsula, they consisting the animals as like cheetah, sambar, nilgai, elephant, sloth bear, black buck, and barking deer one. And this Deccan Peninsulas, they given us to the catchment area of the major Indian rivers like Godavari, Narmada, Tapi, as well as also the Mahanadi one. Then the next one, biogeographic zone, those they will be given in out of 10 one are nothing but the Gangetic plains. These plains are relatively homogeneously defined by the Ganges river system, and it occupies about 11% of the total country's landmass 1. And this region, due to much more arid, much more given to a water, so they are fertile and extended up to Himalayas foothills 1. And these Gangetic plains consisting of the animals like the rhinoceros, elephant, buffalo, and also the hog deer 1. After the Gangetic plain, the next one region or the zone are Northeast India. The Northeast India are the plain and the non-Himalayan hill ranges of northeastern India are the home to a wide variety of vegetation. And this Northeast India region consists of about 5.2% of the total country's landmass. And in this particular area or the zones, they are consisting of the India's fauna and flora to a much more the biogeographical gateway. So on the basis of it is simply says that biodiversity hotspot, that is they are located in at the region of eastern Himalayas one, and which includes the Indian rhinoceros, leopard, and golden langur one. The next one, biogeographic zone are nothing the coastal region. The coastal region of India with sandy beaches, mud flats, coral reefs, and the summer mangroves constituent about 2.5% of a total geographical area, and those they are coastline from Gujarat to Sundarban, and the area is estimated about 5423 kilometer in a length one. Apart from this total 25 islands one, the Lakshadweep is one of the major constituent which are of a coral origin and have a typical reef lagoon systems and rich in a biodiversity one. And in this coastal region, the fauna are nothing but the native crab, turtle, and tunas. They are majorly found in this region one. And the last biogeographic zone of India are nothing but the Andaman and Nicobar Islands one, and these islands consisting of the one of the major are nothing the islands in the Bay of Bengal have highly diverse set of biomes, and it consists 0.3% of the total geographical area, and in this total geographical areas the India's finest evergreen forests are located, and it support to given wide diversity of corals, and there will be found the animals like the hornbill and the snake are nothing but a krait. Then after the 10 major biogeographical zones, we just focus on the different patterns of biodiversity. The patterns of biodiversity, they are differentiate on the basis of the species are given to a differentiated into a different regions on the basis of their habitat, ecosystem, regions, and their biomes into the entire earth one. So the Darwin noticed the three different distinct patterns of biodiversity on the basis of the species shows a differentiation. So the first one are nothing but species vary globally. That means at a global level or the worldwide, the species are differentiated to its habitat, ecosystem, region, and also other constituent one. Then the second pattern are nothing but species vary locally. The local environment and the locality, they are differentiated on the basis of which one are the species, and the realm or the flora and fauna given to a particular area one. Then on the basis of a time, the next one a pattern, they are consisting according to the Darwin's, those will be a noticed one. So the species vary over a time. The time or the span, there will be a change according to the speciation or the species, there will be a varies one. So simply we says that the species diversity decreases as we move away from the equator towards the pole one. The differentiation or the variety of lives, they are shown on the basis of those will be noticed by a Darwin's one. In this entire topic, that means in a biogeographical zones of India and the patterns of a diversity, we just see the different zones differentiate on the basis of their richness in a flora and a fauna. Then the country given as to 10 biogeographic zones. The biogeographic zones are differentiated on the basis of their different environmental conditions. Then the patterns of biodiversity are also differentiated on the basis of flora, fauna, soil, seasons and the environmental conditions. Now the time for the questions one. In this entire topic, we given as to what is biogeographic zone. So define biogeographic zone. Then the differentiate biogeographic zone, their characteristics. Then the important biogeographic zones of an India. Then the patterns of biodiversity. Then we comes the next one type or the topic of a question are nothing but a multiple choice question. So first one are nothing, the diversity decreases as we move away from the equator towards the pole. The options are genic, second species, then next one ecological. So the answer is the species. The species diversity decreases as we move away from the equator towards the pole. That means the patterns are differentiated on the basis of Darwin's notice the which one are the concepts one. Then the next one question, the zones are differentiated on the basis of environmental conditions. Which one are the zones? Biogeographic zones. So the answer is C. The biogeographic zones are differentiated on the basis of environmental conditions. The next one question, the biogeographic zones acquired varied landmass throughout the country. Different 10 biogeographical zones varied to a different area acquired to the country's landmass one. So the answer is the 10. The 10 biogeographic zones acquired varied landmass throughout the country. I hope all of you understand about the different aspects of biogeographic zones of India and their flora and fauna.